Can someone explain to me why this number is showing up in like 17 different articles from around the world? This is from Shepparton News, Australia. This is from Kentucky. Hawaii. Let's see. Iowa. From the Gazette. California News. Tell me. Idaho. Idaho. Oregon. Mizoram. Trinidad and Tobago. Lithuania. Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. Not sure what that means. Okay. Puducherry. So you can see where the news is coming from. Okay. Yeah. This is in West Virginia. 105 WDTV with that nice eye right there. Okay. Let's see. Tajikistan. Yeah. This is from there. Okay. Alright. News break. Okay. In North Dakota. Okay. Alright. Okay. Lifestyle. MSN. Microsoft News. Okay. 233 cases. In Mississippi. Okay. Wow, what a coincidence. Alberta. Yahoo News.
It's Monday. I ain't got no job. Wonder what Tony's doing.
Oh, there's my girl.
Oh my God.
Baby.
Listen, I cannot but where are you at in the world?
I am in lovely, beautiful High Point, North Carolina.
It's still sunny there?
Oh, yeah.
It's dark as fuck here.
Dude. Now the government controlling your sunshine. Ain't no sunshine.
Now listen, it stormed today, right? And that just comes a downpour. So I was like, well, fuck Grubhub. I'm going home, right? Like, I did 2 deliveries in that shit. I was like, I did my duty. Out. Plus, it wasn't busy because it started storming. I sat on the fucking interstate for almost 20 minutes, 3 miles from my exit, Tony. You know why? Because the bridge was flooded, like in 2 lanes that are vital, where it's flooded, just standing water everywhere. And I was like,
and we would like to let you know that that delay was brought to you by Harp. Cold sandwich is courtesy of Harp.
Okay, can we talk about how people are out partying maskless and in large crowds, and they're the same people that are trying to make people have their children mask up in school? Can we talk about that? What the?
Did you see the video of the squad chick, Rashida Tlaib?
Holla
I know
Nagib or
that
whatever.
bitch. I know that bitch got a set of balls. There ain't no way it's a woman.
Listen, there are some women that do look like men, and they're women. So stop. They can't help it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
She's demanding that everybody get vaccinated. Your kids wear masks to school, and she's at a party dancing with other people. And I sent you the link. Please post it with your videos. So
It's already. Listen, I'm probably gonna get banned on Facebook.
Boom.
I've been off Facebook for the past week, as far as being on, and the only page I've been getting on right now is These Are the Times. And I literally haven't even been getting on. I've been getting in the auto poster and loading stuff. That way, because there's so much. So I might get back on and be banned. Who knows? Because I sure have burned it up.
If anybody is sitting around thinking, man, nothing's happening, they just aren't paying attention. Oh my God.
Hey,
it's
bingo.
Every day.
Bingo. Kumo. Called it.
Cuomo.
Did somebody call that?
I think I said that a couple months ago. I
had that bingo card too. Tag me in. Bingo.
Cuomo for distraction, Alex. Give me Cuomo for distraction. What is a false flag?
Hey, look, it's a daily double. Look at that.
How do you keep this week? Here's what's going on this week.
Time out. It's Monday. What do you mean this week? It's Monday.
Well, next 3 days, this is what's going on.
Okay.
10th, 11th, and 12th. My pillow man, Mike Lindell, I've got a pillow, I like it, is giving away $5 million to anybody that can take his information and prove that there was no election fraud. $5 million.
What?
He's got, I think they call them PCAPs, which are packets of information that travel through the internet back and forth between servers or routers, and he's intercepted them somehow. And I would say that was an inside job, white hat operation, NSA, Space Force, who knows? But he's got the information. And he's putting it out there on a golden platter for the whole world to see in South Dakota starting tomorrow, live streamed on his Frank Speech web platform. And because we're scared shitless of that, we're going to make Cuomo resign. So we got to change the subject.
Well, we got to put something that's soap opera. Newsworthy as an attention grabber. Did I say soap opera? I'm sorry. Slip with the tongue.
It is soap opera.
I wasn't planning on getting a Zoom in this evening, so I was already in uber chill mode. I straight took one to the head, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. The way the world is, I have to have this conversation with you. It's our segments are nothing like mine and Tim's. Mine and Tim's, I don't have to get ready for it. You know what I mean? These, I have to prepare because I be wanting to get violent. Shit just be rising up in me, and I'll be like, how, Lord? That young man from TikTok who is a sensation and very wise beyond his years, talking about get up. How can you be that? Get up. I be feeling the way he feels. Multiply that. That's the little demon in me that I have to before we Zoom. So maybe this was the state I was supposed to be in because I hadn't been able to get here for a few days. I've been on a cleanse. So
you go back into the Bible, and I can't remember the exact quote, but I watched a pastor. Can't think of his name. I think I sent you the link. But anyway, him and 41 other people went to some top secret meeting. But he said something very profound, in my opinion. He stated, if you give in to fear, then you have no faith. And you think about it. If you have faith, you have no fear. If you have faith that everything's going to be right, you have faith that you're going to drive to the store properly, if you have faith in God,
you just roll about your day.
That's it.
Oh my God. Can I tell you what happened to me the other day?
Tell me.
Okay, so I go to walk in Wawa to pick up an order, right? Nicest security guard ever. She takes her mask. She takes her mask and removes it from her face and pulls it down and goes, "Ma'am, Wawa's now asking that all its customers remask up." And I said, "Okay, that's great." And I was like, "Look, I just need this order right here." And the guy behind the counter is like doing me over. And she goes, "We have them if necessary." I said, "Oh, yeah, it's necessary for you to ask me, but it's not necessary for me to do extra unnecessary bullshit. That's not part of my job description or part of my day." I was like, "But thank you." The guy behind the counter making the food was like, he said, "Listen," he was like, "I'm almost done with that order." He goes, "I got you." I was like, "Yeah, I'll be out front." I was like, "Perfect. I want a cigarette anyways. Y'all making my day." Like, thank you. So he brings the food out to me when it was done. Like, I was sitting there thinking, I need to check and see, because they're busy. That one is always. So he comes out the door. He was like, "Man, she's the nicest lady." I said, "Exactly. Who has a job to do?" I said, "And I do too." I said, "Mine just doesn't require extra unnecessary bullshit." And he said, "Oh, trust me, I get you." He said, "She didn't even know what to do with that." I said, "Yeah, because why you got to be a dick?" I stood in my ground. I'm not putting fucking mask on. I said, "All I did was unfortunately made you have to work harder." I said, "But I appreciate you." He was like, "Man," he said, "I appreciate you." He goes, "That's the best laugh I've had yet." He said "People come here ready to fight." I was like, "I ain't got time to fight. I got shit to do." I said, "But either way it goes, whether you want to fight about it or not, I'm not putting a fucking mask on."
Yeah,
I said, "So why am I going to waste extra energy?" Like, nah, I was like, she was cool, so I was cool. I said, "Now, has she come in correct? I'd have matched it." I was like, "But I didn't need to. No point." I was like, "No need to be a dick," but I was dying. I was like, "This is not how my day is starting." I was like, no, I'm not doing that today. Like, no.
I just seen right before we connected, I was scrolling on Telegram, and I guess the governor of Virginia, the 122,000 state employees must be vaccinated or take the weekly COVID test, starting on September 1st. Austin.
Didn't a car test positive for COVID? So what's the test worth?
I wouldn't take the test. I see, yeah, that car. What the hell was that? BMW? He shoved the damn thing up the tailpipe, put it in the test kit, bam! His Beamer's got COVID and he's spreading it all over. Which, why not? That's kind of like them damn aerosol chemtrails I sent you a video of. So why couldn't that Beamer be spreading COVID everywhere? Every time he drives through fucking town, he's like Oprah. "You got COVID, and you got COVID, and you got COVID."
Okay, while we're on the COVID, how do we know what the Delta variant is versus the regular 19 variant?
Because they told you. Are you fucking kidding me? They told you what it is. You don't need a test. You don't have to prove it.
I thought there was a test.
They just tell you what you got.
There's not a test?
Yeah, next week it's going to be monkey fungus variant. So,
hey, and then we'll be back to the "No justice, no peace" slogan. So,
as I've said, if they were honestly worried about COVID, they wouldn't be letting all those illegal immigrants, of which 70% approximately are positive for COVID, walk into our country and spreading them all around our country without vaccines and masks and all that.
Listen, if they was worried, Lollapalooza wouldn't be happening. The Shobama shit wouldn't happen. I say Shobama because you got a shimmet, and then you've got it's a shimmet.
There's a reason they call him Big Mike.
Shimmet.
Obama's birthday party, passing out weed, presidential birthday party.
He's an ex-president, and an illegal one at that. He wasn't even born here.
Fucking Kenya.
Oh my, like him and Simba are closer in relatives than my people. But whatever.
Yes.
He's not even from here.
I sent you that headline from back when he was a senator, didn't I?
Listen, I tried to tell people that before he got in the first term. Like, I would have nail clients come in, and they would, like, I never made it a rule but I would always steer the conversation away from that. Always kept on the outer skirts of religion and politics because I worked in a tight area. And just because you and I might be able to rap about it, don't mean people around us can stay the fuck out of it. If they, you know what I mean? So why ruin everybody's setting? I was in a spa setting, so let's keep it that way. Let's keep it fun and light. Ha ha. Talk about your man. Like, you know, like that's as deep as we getting.
You know what that son of a bitch done?
Exactly. Let's go there if we're going to get loud. Don't make it about politics or religion. But I did have a few clients that they would come at certain times. It could happen. But still, they would come in and certain ones, they had no couth. And I'd be like, because I already knew the room. Like, wasn't that speech great last night? No. So I just had to be, no. And then I'm like, so how was your day? How was the kids in class? Because it would always be a school teacher want to talk about it because they was talking about it at school and they're all hyped up. And I'm like, first off, it wasn't good to me because he didn't say nothing. I was like, find me one thing he said of worth.
A lot of buzzword cliches.
Boom. I was like, he had a lot of catchphrases. He had a lot of things that made you feel good. I was like, well, find me some meat. And then we'll talk about it. I said, to sit and think on that. But until then, how was Tommy? You know, like I would try to get it anywhere. And by the time they would leave, by the time they were done, they were like, damn, I didn't realize that. Damn, I could have used you in class today. I'm like, you could have used yourself. All you had to do was sit back and quit being so emotional. I was like, the man ain't said shit anytime he's got on the stage. Nope. Change how? He talks in a circle. I was like, he's a good fucking Baptist preacher. I was like, and he's only good. I said, I call him good Baptist preacher because he stayed on time. You knew he was getting a KFC by 12:02. I was like, that's why he was good. He wasn't even that great. He was nice to look at. He wasn't hard on the eyes. He's not an ugly man. I'm not getting ready to stand here and down that. He was easy to look at. His speech and words flowed very beautifully.
Very eloquent.
But he wasn't saying shit half the time. He was hyping y'all up. And a lot of them, well, they the same ones that was trying to get out of class first to get to pep rallies too, 9 times out of 10. But, you know, it is what it is. Everybody has their place in life. I'm not here to judge. But don't be mad now. Don't be that. Everybody has been trying to tell you, so just come out of the emotional side of it. I'm just enraged. That's the only emotion I feel when people want to talk about the government. I'm like, shh, I can't. And they're like, well, because I'm at Zen. You can't. No, don't.
I get so mad every day over them stupid Grand Cherokees driving up and down West Virginia highways. My 2002 Dodge Durango. I can't afford a new Grand Cherokee, but by God, I can afford it for all these state employees to ride up and down the interstate. So,
how has the traveling been?
You know, that's really weird because today it was very, very light. And everywhere I go, everybody's like they're anticipating something. They're on edge. They're anticipating something. And
rain. That's a big anticipation.
I just want to put on my shirt that says, I told you so.
Can I request a song?
Yeah.
Can I request your conspiracy friends for telling the truth?
When life comes at you so fast, you lose your conspiracy theories because they
Don't
take
quit.
them away from you.
Don't quit. Your
fucking
conspiracy friends are legit.
Government takes everything from me. My money, my conspiracy theories they took away, all that shit. It all comes true. I don't get it. They don't want me to be happy on nothing.
Listen, no, they won't give a shit. Well, I mean, they can't give us nothing because we've been doing it anyways. Living. Living. Imagine that. You know, I saw somebody at a game and it didn't even faze me. Like before I'd have been all in my feelings like, oh man, I was like, y'all fucking stupid for hanging out, dealing with all the dumb propaganda, extra bullshit to enjoy some entertainment. How entertained were you after you got in there? You was a lot irritated because I know most of them. Like, so I know they were.
Did you see the big vaccine passport protest in New York City today? I mean, that's all over the news, right?
Listen, so I had to block out New York because I had to cancel my trip, which ended up probably being for the better, considering 20 minutes away from where I was, a guy blew up.
Yeah, the great sidewalk greats.
Yeah, like, so that's the last thing Joey needs to hear about while I'm fucking in New York by myself. So, it's like everything happens the way it was supposed to.
Yeah,
and I didn't feel like traveling anyways that day. Like when the day came, I was like, I can't get in a car. Everything hurts. I was like, my back hurts, my knee hurts. Like, I'm too old for this shit.
I feel you, baby.
So, yeah, like, but now I'm like, I can't go. I can't go up there. Everything about there is just going to elevate my blood pressure and piss me off.
Well, they're protesting there. Of course, France is a serious protest. In Greece, Turkey, all those places are insane, raising hell protests.
Don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. And I wondered when it was going to finally start happening against people bucking up in the United States. I can't believe New York City is leading that fight. I didn't expect that.
I did.
They've been locked down really hard.
Listen, you know why New York is leading that fight? My incense was killing me. Like, I can't see. Hold on. New York is leading that fight because the people that are left are fucking tired. But they're stuck. And they're stuck because they own homes. Or they're stuck because jobs aren't shifted the way they have been, so finances are a little wonky. Those people, I know a lot of people that are there that are like, man, I'd leave if I could, but I need to, you know what I mean? They just don't have that luxury. But while I was traveling last year into this year, and especially down south, I saw a lot of people from New York, and I talked to a lot of people that was on permanent vacation. They was just bouncing wherever they had family. They were. I met two ladies that they were cousins, and one of them had 3 kids. Her kids had been with her mom in Georgia because they never got to see the mom a lot. So where they were homeschooled, mom said, send them to me. I'll keep them as long as you want. Go do what you need a break anyways. This shit's stressful. They was traveling. She said, girl, I don't even think I'm going to go back to New York. I'm going to be honest. She said, the kids are satellite anyways. They can go to school from anywhere. Mom's got them. And she's not bugging me to come home. And I can do this right now for a minute. She goes, and if I go home, she's like, that won't be my home. I'm not going back to New York. You can't make me. And I was like, so did you leave an apartment there? She goes, yeah, it was very little. She said, I wasn't planning on going back anyways. So what is that? So like the people that could just be like, fuck it, break away, and was already at a fuck it stage anyways, I get it. I mean, that's what facilitated my move. Had the pandemic not happened, I would have never, I'm not going to say never, but I wouldn't have moved as easily. It'd have been like, It'd have been like when I was going to buy a new car, and then somebody totaled my car and I didn't have a choice. Like, I'd have been don't have a choice. Finally, probably. So,
but
yeah,
I like your car.
I do too. My car now is sweet. That bitch is fucking peppy. But I don't know what to think about all the protests, because then you've got places like Australia.
Australia's bad.
Cops just fucking taking people off.
If you don't have a vaccine
if that's
passport,
really what we're seeing happening, if that makes sense.
Yeah. According to the video I watched and I sent to you, the cop pulled a guy over. He didn't have a vaccine passport, and so they wanted to take him to the doctor. Now, whether they're going to make him get a vaccine or not, I don't know. Maybe he's going to be tested. I don't know. Australia has really gotten strict on vaccines, as has Israel.
I really need to check in on Facebook hard with I just need to do a country check-in. I'll be like, the country's check-in. Let me know what the air's like there.
Yeah, right.
I do. I need to do a country check-in because I've been so detached from communicating effectively with my followers. I don't know really what's going on for real. Does that make sense?
Stress, baby. You know something's going down, and your gut feels it. You know it.
Oh yeah, because everybody's just kind of like,
we're all spiritual energy beings. Everything we do is based on a different energy, and you know, they call it intuition, call it whatever, but everybody steps and thinks they know something's going on. You getting more popcorn? This movie's getting good.
I ain't got no popcorn. I'm over here. I'm at Pop-Tart level, okay? That's where I'm at eating now, Pop-Tart. I didn't eat all the popcorn. I ate it all. There ain't no more. And I'm not going to the store, but metaphorically, popcorn's flying all over this damn place.
You got vittles and water there, right?
Listen, you know I got food. Have you met me?
I know. I'm making sure.
In a 12-hour shift, I can consume enough food for 4 people. You know this.
I know.
Like,
sure.
12-hour bar. Yeah. So, yeah.
The reason I ask is Wednesday, FEMA and HHS is doing a test of the emergency alert system. This is where the federal government can speak to people, and everybody's supposed to get the alert on Wednesday. And I'm sorry I don't know the time. I'm just excited to hear it. So,
what?
Go to cell phones, satellite radio, regular radio, televisions, everything. And it's a test. Why would you test out the nationwide emergency alert system from the office of the president, from the federal government? So we get those weekly tests on TV and radio all the time, right?
I don't know, because I quit watching TV and I don't listen to radio.
I get Amber Alerts on my phone all the time.
I get Amber Alerts on my phone. If I'm near the area that it goes off, you know what I mean? So.
I was at home and got one from New Jersey. Remember I told you that day. That damn Amber Alert from New Jersey. What the hell is going on, Eric?
But you know what? That makes sense because West Virginia, people don't realize that the highway through there connects you to a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And you can also bypass a lot. And people traveling from north to south, yeah, like, it sees so much. And by way of trafficking and all types of things. Whether, I'm not saying it stops there, but it is a highway that, yeah. So when you told me that, I was like, yeah, because they're coming from Jersey. They're definitely going to alert anybody that's along that West Virginia path. But people don't realize that. And like, I always had a bad habit of driving south unless I was coming to visit my uncle. And then I was forced to drive further than Frederick, coming into Philly. And man, I have never come into Philly the same way. Never.
Always different?
Always different. I've never gone into Myrtle Beach the same way. And I'm like, y'all moving roads or some shit? Everything was the same until it's like a Bermuda Triangle effect happens. It's like, where did this come from, and why didn't you take me this way last time? Yeah. There's a lot of roads that lead a lot of different ways.
That sounds like my GPS. That crazy bitch, she'll change directions on me all the time. And the way that I always go to a place, and all of a sudden now she wants me to go some other way.
Have you ever had your GPS tell you to turn left, and you look down and it's blatantly turning right?
Yes.
Or like
something's on the left and it's on the right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And then they say it, but right the next time, so I'm not crazy. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're not crazy on that part at all. Now, you might be crazy on some other things, but not on that.
Saying on those two.
I hear you.
I'm just saying, like, so.
Did you say lots of prayers and stuff for Jill Biden since she stepped on a pop top at the beach or something and cut her foot? They say.
Huh?
Jill Biden.
What about her?
Supposed to have stepped on something on the beach in Hawaii and had to go to the hospital and have her foot, something done to her foot. I think it's an ankle bracelet. What I think. But
and?
Just asking if you were concerned for her.
Wow. She's not related to. People do things all the time that aren't related to me that it doesn't. I mean, I wish her well. But other than that.
Exactly. I don't even know why it was on the news. Who cares?
I'm just going to tell you what. People are on a tear. It has been, okay, so here's Citizens app, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just going to scroll. These are all events. You ready?
Today?
Hold on. When I get to since July 29th. Those are like the top recent. Right now, there's a structure fire going on somewhere. Shots were fired. I was right up there. Damn, I was up there delivering food. Listen, this thing will be going off, and I don't even pay attention. Then I'll get home and watch them, and I'll be like, "That all I was right by there. Like I'll be right by these places." Listen, I just drive. I've been minding my own business driving. It's a wonder I'm not a fucking news break.
Yeah, you ought to be a statistic somewhere.
The way I move, though, I move by myself. So, and I'm not on a schedule. So, you know what I mean?
You seen those cops shot in Chicago?
I heard something about that.
Female cop, yeah, killed her. Her partner got shot and got injured. So, people are just going crazy.
Listen, did you see the video of the cop that walked up and just dead snagged a dude straight in the face and dropped him? And to beat all, it was a black cop who decked a black dude. I was like, here we go. Now it's about racism because all the other cops were white. And I'm like, no, how about just an overzealous cop had a moment?
Yeah, just pissed off.
Because people do that shit no matter what their color. That shit can happen.
I've seen your video. Yes, I just watched it, commented on it. Division is, you were talking about racism. Racism is just a way to keep people divided. And it's same with, if they're not dividing us by color, dividing us by sexes, dividing us by being heterosexual, dividing by genders of 57 genders, dividing by Republican, Democrat, left, right, white. I mean, all that. And all of that is fundamental Marxism stuff. And the reason they do that is to keep the simple-minded fucks from paying attention to what's going on. Because it's easier to get people emotionally charged about, oh my God, that black man just got beat up by a white cop. Did you see that your damn governor just stole $300 million of your tax dollars out the back door? Did you see that? Did you see that your state senator just got arrested for pedophilia? Got caught with children in his house? Did you see that shit? But you're fucking worried because this white guy and black guy's fighting? Who the fuck cares? They fight every day. That's just life. People don't get along.
Preach. I mean, facts. That's all I can say.
Fact.
Facts.
Arizona audit is about to be released. Pennsylvania has subpoenaed stuff. Wisconsin has subpoenaed stuff. Georgia has subpoenaed stuff. So all these audits are getting ready to flop big time. So you're going to be seeing a lot of false flags. You're going to be seeing the Cuomo story. We got to distract from these audits, the truth coming out in all these audits about all the voter fraud. I'm really excited to see the Mike Lindell thing. I think he's going to open a lot of eyes on that. But I think
you need to get me that link
for Frank's speech.
Yes.
That's on Telegram. I found it. But
you can't shout something like that out and not be able to give people the link. So you find me that link.
I'll send it to you as soon as we hang up.
All right, sounds good. You know what my favorite moment of today was? When I got to post the TikTok where the girl went, you remember the guy who?
You know how all those cops went up in front of the American people a few days ago for the January 6th commission talking about how traumatized they were? Remember this guy?
Because I was among the vastly outnumbered group of law enforcement officers protecting the Capitol and the people inside it. I was grabbed, beaten, tased, all while being called a traitor to my country.
Yeah, that guy. Well, that guy was actually not in uniform, and he was not there as a Capitol Police officer. He was there as an FBI plant.
The dude was there, carrying a Confederate flag. You can't make this shit up. It's him, and he thought he was going to get away with it.
Once again, unraveling of the narrative because the narrative wasn't strong because it wasn't true. So we can try again, try again, but guess what, guys? Release the FBI files and you will see who's really guilty.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Well, would you look at that?
The police officer, the Capitol police officer. Was that not the best TikTok?
Listen, and you know what made it even better? During his testimony, when he first started, he went to say something and you could tell he about got choked and he had a and I was thinking, yeah, I'd about died too, fucking choking on my own spit if I was as big as of a liar as you are. Damn.
Yeah, well, I just sent you a release from a request. One of the defendant's lawyers had requested videotape from the Capitol. Right. And the FBI acknowledged in that release back to them, and it's on your phone right now. I sent it right before you texted me or Zoomed me, talking about, we realized that there were police officers fist bumping the protesters, taking pictures with the protesters, opening doors for the protesters, but we can't release that video because it goes against some of our cases. They admitted it right there on that.
Of course it does. Yeah.
Look at it. You can read it. It's right there, man. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe they just admitted all this. You see it?
Although we are aware that we possess some information that the defense may view as supportive of arguments that law enforcement authorized defendants, including defendant, to enter the restricted grounds, e.g., images of officers hugging or fist bumping rioters, posing for photos with rioters, and moving bike racks. We are not in a position to state whether we have identified all such information. Tony, can we
That's an insurrection.
Can we please, for the love of God, could somebody build me an emoji of a beating head off of a door frame? Because this is no longer strong enough. And there's not enough popcorn. Like, they need taller popcorn.
And you know what's sad? People will see that right there, and they'll still call that an insurrection.
I know.
Although the FBI just admitted in that thing right there that the people were allowed in.
I can't begin to express the level of blatant stupidity people have to be operating at for us to still be sitting where we're sitting and us not to have already overthrown them. Do you realize that? Do you realize we are outnumbered? That is what is highly disturbing me. That we have not already, as a collective human race, rose the fuck up and overthrew this little small pea. Because that's all they are.
There's people out there that still believe the CDC and Fauci. Ah! And they swap their stories day after day. Back and forth.
It takes all kinds to run a village. I'm learning to use my words more wisely, even though I'm a comedian. I'm trying to be tactful, but I'm about to just get real again and be like, fuck it.
I like the real Erica. Actually, you know what I've got your number saved as, so.
Whitey's about to come out in me.
The white, getting all racist on me.
No, as in the white E, as in Erica. You remember Karen? Them used to always do that. They'd be like, where's black E and white E? Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Tonight, it's in a popcorn brought to you by Blue Corn Chips. I can't. Like,
no.
This is pure insanity. We have now reached insanity.
This week's going to be exciting. Watch out for false flags everywhere. And I would strongly suggest not attending any rallies this week.
Why you say so? What's your theory? What's your highlight reel? No longer theories. What's your highlight reel?
I think anywhere that they're going to say, oh, we're going to protest at the Capitol, we're going to go and tell the government we don't like how they're doing us on these vaccines. And then they insert some of the FBI, Antifa, Capitol Police, BLM people in there, and they make it a violent protest. At this point, if you go to any gathering like that, you're setting yourself up. Same as what happened at the Capitol. That was a setup from day one. That was FBI setup, BLM, Antifa actors involved, and they just set all those people up. Those people are still in jail, never had bail hearings since January the 6th. That's not how our justice system works. They're political prisoners. That's all they are, because of what they thought about a process. And, you know, you watch the video of that, quote, insurrection, people walking between the velvet ropes, nothing burning, no windows getting smashed out except by FBI. How is this an insurrection? I seen Minneapolis. I seen Atlanta.
Can I offer another train of thought?
Please.
Who do you know that got arrested?
The guy from out at Wayne, and I can't remember, he was our state senator.
They actually arrested him.
Oh yeah, they come to his house out there. It was on the local news. It might all been staged. But yeah, he lost his. He got dismissed.
I remember when he lost his seat and all of that, because he didn't even really get to sit in it.
No, he got elected, went to DC, and they kicked his ass back.
Yeah. So
and I can't even think of his name at the minute.
I know who you're talking about. Okay. Well. Okay, so he got arrested. Shit. Well, that blows that theory. I was going to say, who's to say there's people?
But he was a politician. He got right out. So, you know, there's rules for the elites, and then there's rules for us.
Yeah, I know. This is feeling real 1984-ish. Did they take him to the Ministry of Love? Is that where they all are? At the bottom of the Ministry of Love?
I think you're right. The Ministry of Love. And I think Hunter Biden's the CEO of that. So
I'm done. You listen. How are them gas prices? Are they still as high as Hunter?
Yeah, they're about that high.
Okay.
Yeah. $3.84 for diesel today.
I saw gas for $4.10 gas. I was like, no, I done went too far. I don't know where I am anymore, but we are not where I know. No. Yeah, I did. So
the new stimulus bill, Erica, that the 17 Republican senators agreed to vote on, has put out $7.5 billion to build electric car chargers across the country. But how are they going to get electricity, those car chargers?
Windmills.
60% of the electricity in this country, no, they're not. 60% of it's done by coal, 30% is done by natural gas, the other 10% is done by wind and solar.
Hey, windmill and faith.
No, I got fear. I ain't got no faith.
Well, that's what they have, a hope and a prayer. Because no, that's right. Not going to happen. Is there, speaking of stimulus, is that part of like giving out more free money to everybody again?
Yeah, they're doing 15th of the month roughly. Everybody's getting their an advance on the earned income credit for next year. So
time out.
You got kids.
Nobody got their earned income credit. So people got gypped. I'm trying to not laugh because it's not funny because people were relying on that. But again, that's why you don't rely on the government to be your savings account.
There you go.
You be your own. You put your own fucking money up. Shit. You get what I let you know I think you should know I have. If I'm going to let you know about any of it. Because what have you done responsibly? I'm over here like McAfee. Y'all really ain't done nothing for me. So I kind of can't contribute. That's mine.
That's right. Can't do all that.
What do you mean get ahead on another? They don't have one now. They still owe people an earned income credit. They paying them on a payment plan for that.
Yep. Well, they're paying them on a payment plan for next year's earned income credit. They have bankrupted this country. I don't care. They have $30 trillion in debt. You can't even pay a shit off. It'll never get paid off.
This is worse than robbing Peter to pay Paul. You now over here hanging out with Judas.
Yeah.
That you don't even like just because you need some money. That's where.
I drive a Dodge Durango so I can afford Jeep Cherokees for my state employees. I don't have insurance, so I can afford health insurance for my state employees and teachers. I don't take vacations because my state employees deserve vacations, not me. So that's what I pay for.
No words.
You put that into perspective, though, and you start thinking, why the hell do they live better than me off my money? They're parasites. They're leeches.
I know. They call themselves a 1%, but technically they are the bottom feeders. In theory.
They're no better than a tick or a flea.
They pretty much are a tick. That's what they are.
They suck the life out of us.
Yep.
To better themselves.
They're succubi.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's funny, though.
Princess,
perspective.
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, same here. Because I'll wake up stupid early and start writing. Like, it's just what I do now. I wake up at like 5:30 and I'm like, book. So, at least it's getting done.
Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You've done well. I'm very proud of you. Very much.
And I ain't caught a charge.
What?
What? Yeah, I quit smoking weed for like a couple weeks. Didn't catch a charge. Really proud of myself.
Damn it, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Growing up.
Remember,
Oh my God.
always stay in the know. You might not want to keep your heads always popped in and tuned in, but it is nice to just take a peek at things, see things from a different perspective, which is why I love kicking it with Tony J over here on ELUMINATE. Thank you for hanging out here. These are the times. I hope you have already done so, but if not, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss any new content, and check out the description because there is one nice new site that contains all of my links. Yep, you can get to everything from one nice new page called BioLink. It's in the descriptions, and until we meet again, you hold the key to your release. You stand your ground, but remember, you don't have to be a complete dick while doing it. A smile helps.